Well, here's episode 2 of the Mechanicus Warhammer 40k Mechanicus II. We're going to continue on where we left off, and we're going to resume our campaign with the Necron. So far, I do enjoy this game. I'm really not too bothered by it. I think the combat's a little, but might be just I don't know the units all that well. So I look upon the species that has invested the galaxy since our dominion, and I feel only repulsion. So complete the net. Oh, I got relics. Okay. Bypass armor. Treasures of the unlock. Okay, I have only one there. Can't have any there. Alright. Cool.
First task, upon rousing Theron Sankotep from the Great Sleep, was to likewise bring his principal advisors from their slumber. These three, known as the Eupatridae, were learned and cunning in the extreme. One among them was Hecamheb, Nemesaur of Kivroth's legions and general of Sankotep's armies.
Vanguard, are my Eupatridae awakened? Are they ready to serve?
Hecamheb's tomb is intact, but much of it has risen above the planet's surface. The invaders seek to defile it in search of its secrets. The vermin have built an encampment and are excavating the tomb with their crude machines, even.
Yes. Vermin. Eradicate them. Bring me the general of my armies.
So I have Necron warriors, which I have swarms. And I have Lich Guard. We will see. I guess they're kind of walking us through the different commanders, and we're assembling our army. Out of genius, we wrought gods from living metal. Out of our folly, we made them into our own image.
The invaders had a depraved hunger for knowledge. They scrabbled at the ground as if Kivroth was eager to give up its secrets. Unenlightened as they were, their determination posed a danger to the Nemesaur's tomb.
Cut through this pathetic rabble. The Pharaoh wills it.
Let them come.
Obesis, living bulwark against disorder, able to meet every threat with impeccable resolve, haunted by the memories of the ancient frailty. He advances his armor of peerless resilience, daring the enemy to break upon him. Classic tank archetype, Obesis' primary skill increases the defiance and taunts enemies to target him. Units in his count, predominantly Lich Guard, are designed to support the playstyle either by remaining close to bolster their lord's already formidable resilience or striking out to exploit openings. Okay.
The will of the dynasty.
Yeah, I'm just learning how all this stuff works. The turn's principle is very simple. This is your stack on the right side. Basically, it shows you who's next. So, like, basically, like, this is the next character. That's cool. They can attack from two squares away. Good to know. Inflict provoked on enemy units in the radius of the defended. Dominion level 3+1 stack gain. Dominion. And then gets accelerated. There you go. I like those guard units that can stab at two squares
The
away.
entrance to Hecame's tomb would open only to the exalted among Kivroth's nobility, but was evidently malfunctioning. It remained closed, even in the face of the Royal Guard.
The Varguard, in her wisdom, issued orders to see the tomb entrance opened. Risky. Evoke the name of Vanguard and hope that the exalted title caused the doors to open. Excision, cut the door open, particle beam and photon emitter, leave the structure intact and benefits the tomb. I'm gonna go with like...
In the name of the Varguard to the Pharaon, Hand of the Throne, Warden of Kivroth, I demand audience.
At the sound of the Varguard's title, the doors ground open a crack. The Royal Guard was able to widen the gap through sheer force to access the tomb. The Varguard's agents were not the first to enter the tomb since the Great Sleep began. One of the invaders had made its own entrance, worming through cracks that had opened up in the structure over the eons. It brazenly scrutinized the many artifacts interred alongside Hecamme.
You dare to enter this place, to plunder it for ill-gotten trinkets.
Then Scivola's hypotheses were well-founded. These hateful Xenos are not dead, but slumbering. And now they awaken, thinking machines of living metal. Anathema to the Omnicized design. We must know them, the better to destroy them.
Such hubris, to presume to learn of us. You, who are beneath our very notice.
Very well. I will tear your secrets from your corpses.
You and your kind have trespassed and thus invited extermination. Curse you for putting me into this inconvenience. Anakar the Traveler.
Though inferior to us, this one is armed beyond the means of its underlings. Do not underestimate it, and eliminate it quickly.
Ready to receive the enemy! For Kevlar! Sticks and stones have minimal effect on living metal bones. will of the dynasty. And readiness.
Wow, that was a tough fight. This game's got a lot of cinematics in it. Wow, okay.
The sarcophagus chamber and the stasis crypt within was undamaged. It had remained inviolate in spite of the invaders' attempts to breach it.
What crisis demands my awakening? Let it be dire indeed, for I do not stir.
It is by my will you are awakened. Yes, I have need of you, of my Eupatridae. Announce yourself to me.
My Theron, I am Nemesaur Hecamhebe, commander of our dynasty's legions, conqueror of our dynasty's foes. Do you truly not recognize the foremost of your noble servants? Has the great sleep caused you such ill?
Nonsense. I recall you well, Nemesaur. Your decisive skill, your firm resolve. I command it all. I command all that I behold. And we are invaded. Yes, hateful primitives infest my planet. You, Nemesaur. You will serve me again. You will drive them from my dominion.
I hear your will, my Theron. And I trust that you guide our dynasty with undiminished wisdom. Our warriors shall march forth and exterminate these lesser creatures. In the name of Sankotep, as in all things.
Lastly, we can disintegrate each of the vermin only once, Overlord. So on and so forth, the dynasty. Assignments. Assignments are special events to which leaders can be deployed. The assigned leader will not be available for mission deployments or duration of the assignments.
My Pharaon, I humbly submit to the court a matter that requires urgent attention.
Speak, Cryptek.
My divination of the heavens has revealed a new void ship entering Kivroth's orbital reaches. It matches neither the designs of our human enemy, nor those of our own kind.
You were right to bring this to court, Cryptek. We awoke into a galaxy full of enemies. These invasive species flock to our domain like circling carrion birds. Our God! The presence of uninvited visitors to Kivroth is displeasing to me. I wish them banished from our sight. See to it.
Of course, my Pharaon. An orbital weapon of sufficient power, a formidable Gauss pylon array, is being excavated by human interlopers ignorant of what they have uncovered. My royal guard shall retake the weapon and use it to strike this spacecraft from orbit.
Okay, sure. I guess I've assigned him to do stuff. This is who I awoken. Okay, I can bring more with this guy now. What? Okay. Okay. I guess I gotta use him now.
Among the Eupatridae, Cryptek Jebka styled himself Grand Vizier to the Pharaon. Jebka was a master of exotic radiation and power-rational energy, a creator of mighty and esoteric weapons. Sankotep had often sought his counsel on the use.
Jebka. He will have fortified his resting place with such horrors. Yet without our hand, he may never awaken. I would have you, Vargard, open his stasis crypt and summon him to my court.
I shall see it done, my Pharaon.
Okay. I don't know what this means. Locked Dominion levels. Everybody gets level 1. +1 level locked on this mission. The metal unit recruitment. You know what? Just fuck. Send it. I get the spider. How about? Can I have more than one spider? I'd like more than one spider. Just one. One immortal, and then I guess the rest of those. Let's go. You and your kind of trespass and invited extermination. Curse you for putting me through this inconvenience. Now, these are just like flavor text based off of the Necrons.
The enemy troops, Skitari, as they called themselves, surrounded the tomb in great numbers, but most were engaged in fighting the constructs that poured forth. Jedka had never been idle in creating defenses to protect himself.
Isolate and wipe out the closest group of invaders. Create a gap in their lines.
Meticulous overseer of the tireless Canoptech legions. Hinky ensures the dynasty through relentless repair and control. To him, warriors are resources to be reclaimed and returned to the eternal war. On the battlefield, his playstyle is that of a specialized support, able to buff constructs of his court for the position of protection behind the spider scarab swarms. With the reanimation orb and healing ability, even more resilient when he's around. Oh, cool. So he's like kind of. So what do we got? Staff of Light, melee, ranged, Worm's Embrace. What does that do? Restore HP, resurrection, and I can obscure him. Nice. It's pretty strong. I'll have to heal those. Tesla Combine, huh? What is this view? Okay. I don't know why it's doing this.
I command as I am commanded.
Go.
Jebka was famed for his brilliance and notorious for the experimental technology he created. Never shy, ever circumspect, and
Deployed a royal guard to minimize the chance of disruption. Security measures, network search, sacrifice vanguard, unauthorized approach, risky. Do network
the
search.
methodical approach was most logically sound, and indeed the Royal Guard uncovered many of Jebka's sensor boundaries and isotopic tripwires.
The enemy are scattered, but not defeated. Break through these wretched vermin before they can attempt a defense.
All is ready.
I mean, there's so much dialogue, it's a little hard to, and I mean, I'm kind of just learning things as I go here, so it's not like I can really add a lot in the moment. I mean, I'm kind of figuring out how the units work and how the expansions work, so. So far, I would say I'm really kind of enjoying this game. I don't know why it's like glowing and
Warriors.
might have something to do with this guy. This will be my last mission for this episode. I know I'm being kind of quiet, but I'm just kind of absorbing everything that's going on. Trying to figure it out. I mean, I really like these units. This Tesla carbine is pretty brutal. Just kind of lightnings people and blows them up. Must be something on the keyboard. Must be touching two buttons together. I much prefer this. I don't know why I can't do reinforcements. Oh, there's an overlay. I got it. I guess I'm out.
War is at its most pleasing when observed from the rear lines.
There you go. The battles aren't that tough on normal. I mean, there's a few moments. I guess I'm going back into it soon. Waypoint. Dominion Scout. Sacrifice a unit to decrease. Spend 5 living to resurrect a unit. I guess. Sure. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like a roguelite.
Invaders had not yet breached the tomb, but there was another obstacle besides. A corrupting spider roamed near Jebka's sarcophagus chamber, its mandibles flared ready for combat. The construct showed no deference even to the nobles who led the royal guard.
This construct should be occupied with repairing the tomb, not barring our path. Jebka has clearly meddled with its protocols to serve his own needs. But I did not believe even he was arrogant enough to threaten the royal guard. Construct, you will permit us free passage in the name of the Pharaon.
In response, the construct merely charged its particle beamer and emitted interstitial signals that Nevershar could not decipher.
It seems the Grand Vizier thought his privacy outweighed the authority of the throne. A delusion that must not stand.
Although the construct is 200 tells with a trick to reason with, it should simply be obliterated. Destructive distraction? Sure, I'll try something risky.
Furthermore, the the Lord Defender of the suzerainty of Kivaroth, the High
In spite of the Theron's many appellations and achievements, the construct remained oblivious to Nevershah's authority. The Royal Guard used the time it took to list Sankotep's epithets to take up advantageous positions for the potential combat.
I think I'm going to save it here. I'm going to shorten these episodes, so I'm just kind of work through the Necron campaign.
This defective construct has served as an obstacle long enough. Yeah,
so I'm just going to save it here. And yeah, thank you for watching up to this point. I know I was a little quiet here, but I'm kind of just listening to the story and I'm just absorbing it as I go. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game so far. I like the campaign mode. I was on the other. I watched a few videos and somebody said that the Mechanicus side of it is a little more complicated, and this is a little more straightforward. So they said it's good to learn on the Necron first, kind of the game mechanics and how this works. So far I'm enjoying it. I'm kind of a big fan of XCOM all this time. So yeah, catch us in the next episode, and you can like, sub, and subscribe. I mean, this is my gaming channel. It's just meant for all kinds of games and kind of whatever I want to do. So I'm going to run a whole series. I'm going to just keep playing through the campaign here and see how this goes. So thank you. My name's Lore, and yeah, this is Omega Gaming. Cheers, like, sub, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff. Yeah, and that's all I got. Have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.